Yeah, my name is Marc Uzan. I am the director and founder of the Reinventing Bretton-Woods Committee, a platform where we discuss global macro issues by providing a dialogue between emerging markets, G7 countries, private sector and academic to think about the need to reform the global financial architecture.
Мгм. Давай так поменяемся. Сейчас проходит уже вторая, да, конференция Всемирная антикризисная. Может быть, первые итоги какие-то, есть ли уже сдвиги, какие-то конкретные решения, улучшения, видны ли улучшения в решении мирового кризиса
The second
мирового?
World Anti-Crisis Conference is being held right now. Can you share with us any results or ideas which you already got and discussed? So what do you think?
Sure. Well, I think the second anti-crisis conference, I think it's a very helpful exercise as we provided a good diagnostic from what the challenges are facing the global economy today. And the first discussion we have this morning about is the global economy going to secular stagnation has been very well received. I think in the paper that was released today, there is some proposal to try to find way to revive global growth because it will be the main driver to prevent secular stagnations. And of course, you know what emerging market can do in order to help the advanced countries to prevent and to be able to move away from the current low interest rate, low growth in this country. So I can see that there is a win-win situation. We can find a way to coordinate macro policy at the global level and to find new way to orchestrate international cooperation.
Да.
Мгм. У него какие вообще есть, ну, я не знаю, исследования, решения, да, всей проблемы? Или как это системно как-то надо решать, подходить? Как он думает, по его мнению?
Okay, do you have any proposals furthermore to enlarge this topic, or right now you just come to several ideas?
Yeah, sure. I think you know the first proposal. I think was clearly the need to revive growth in the global economy, and I think you know the role of infrastructure is going to be critical. But more than the short-term problem, we need to look at how we are going to manage and to orchestrate a new governance structure in the global economy. We are moving to a new multipolar world, so it's going to be very different from the global economy that we have 70 years ago, where we're able to create the Bretton-Woods institutions, the IMF, the World Bank, and all the international monetary system that underpin that financial architecture. Now, how we define multipolar, I think is becoming more relation between countries, where there is a convergence of interest. You know, regionalization can be, I think, an interesting venue to pursue, but how we can make sure that we are not going to give away and not to forget that we have one global economy, that we are more and more interconnected. So we need global rules and institutions that will understand these interconnections and to manage spillovers.
Способна ли конференция решить действительно проблемы кризисные?
Is the conference able to solve these problems?
Спасибо, спасибо.
Well, this is a start. I hope that this conference already can provide already a platform for different people that sometimes we don't heard. You know, people here we are from Iraq, Afghanistan, India, and other countries that sometimes we are not heard at the global level. So I hope during the next 2 days, this conference can already reach a consensus about the diagnostic and the problem we are facing, and two, come up maybe with one of two proposals that we can pursue moving forward.
Мгм. Платформа G Global, тоже его мнение, выскажет ли какие-то действительно реальные пути решения,
If we take the virtual
в том числе этой
platform, which is
проблемы?
called G Global,
Yeah.
what do you think of it? So, can it decide and tackle any problems?
Well, I think
or-
G Global is a very good platform for interactions through dissemination of information, website analysis. So I think it's a way to bring experts and also people who have a strong interest and to make some proposal and to be able to have from different topics, you know, ideas that can be after through the Secretary of G Global be assembled and bring that back to policymakers as some input to official meetings happening during the year.
То есть президент реально сделал очень хорошую инициативу, очень хороший проект.
So, how do you
Last one, because I have to
yes,
go.
last one. How do you evaluate the idea of our president according to creating G Global platform?
I think this is a good idea. In a world which is more and more interconnected, you need to talk to each other. We need to have more collaboration because at the end, you know, everyone has different perspective. You know, Kazakhstan is facing challenge, advanced countries facing challenges. So how we can find a way through a platform for discussions to be able to understand each other better. And I think the global economy has went through a major financial crisis, the most important financial crisis since the Great Depressions. So it's going to take some time to overcome the sequel of this crisis and the legacy of that crisis. So if we have a possibility through that platform and other means to have much more understanding, I think we can make some progress. And I recommend that initiative, and I hope that we can meet again next year to pursue this anti-crisis project and providing also a voice for countries that sometimes have not heard when we think about the challenge facing the global economy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.